Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm back today with another pick a card reading. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you're enjoying your week and that you all are feeling blessed. I'm feeling blessed. I'm well. I'm grateful to be here and I'm excited to do another reading for you all today. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. Shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and click that button and join the fam today because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box as well. So the question that we are asking Spirit today is, who are you leaving behind in 2024? So we are asking Spirit, who are you leaving behind in 2024? So 2025 is steadily approaching. Time is moving by really fast. So I figured, you know what? Let's spend some time focusing on who we are actively separating from or letting go. And of course, why. And I just feel like it's up to you as far as if you want to let this person go or not. It's really up to you. Maybe you have to think about it energetically. Okay. So maybe you have a particular connection with them that you can't just really up and estrange yourself from. So, you can think about it energetically as well. So if you are new to pick a card readings and you don't really know how this reading goes, you can take a look at the three different pile options that you have in front of you. For pile 1, we have the Modern Witch Tarot with the green fluorite crystal. For pile 2, we have the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition Tarot with the amethyst crystal. And then for pile 3, we have the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck with the pyrite crystal. So pause the video right now if you need to. Take a look at the three different pile options. Then you're going to go to the description box, scroll down to the timestamps, and click the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you have chosen. And I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile 1 people, if you chose the Modern Witch Tarot deck with the green fluorite crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, I would like to say welcome again to the new viewers, and I would like to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. And I just want to continue to thank y'all for your engagement. I want to thank you all for just showing up and spending time with me. I appreciate your energy, and I look forward to posting more videos that you all enjoy. So thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. There's a lot of information there, so click around and get nosy. There's also information there if you would like to support this channel through donations. But if you're not able to donate to this channel, then the best thing you can do is to subscribe, is to like the video, to comment, let me know which pile you chose, or to even share the videos. So I would definitely say that those are the best ways to support this channel because it helps to push my videos even further into the algorithm. So consider subscribing if you have not done so already. But pile 1, let's go ahead and get started. In addition to the Modern Witch Tarot, I have 4 other oracle decks that I'm going to be using for some more information. Okay, we are asking Spirit today, who are you leaving behind in 2024? All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Magician. We also have the Emperor. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we also have the Two of Wands. All right, so pile 1, you're at like a very crucial or critical point in your life. And you're at the point to where you're deciding literally what is next for you. I think that you have done a lot of growth. You have done a lot of maturation. I feel as though you all work a lot. You actually do a lot. So when it comes down to relationships, it's like you are the person who will throw yourself into a relationship. If it comes down to work, you're someone who will throw yourself into work. When it comes down to just creating even the type of lifestyle that you want to create or focusing on your creative projects or hobbies, you're that person that throws yourself into that. You have a great deal of intellect, you have a great deal of skill, of capability. I think you are someone who's a very action-based person, and you think your way into action. You think your way into action. I also think you're a very enthusiastic person. You're a very passionate person. That's what I mean by, like, whatever it is, you'll throw yourself into it. So you embody a great deal and a great sense of passion in whatever you are a part of, whether it's a relationship, a career, a business. That's just you. You show up in your full self, you show up in your full power. And there's a lot of other great things about you as well. You're very much a leader. You are someone who could be very controlled and disciplined within your life at this point in time. You're trying to create a structure, order, some type of foundation to your life. And, you're someone who is charismatic. You're someone who likes to express themselves. You could be very beautiful, very attractive, just very sunny, very confident, but also have your own air of mystery. So you don't put everything out on the table. You don't put all your cards out on the table. You keep some things to yourself. Now, the person that you should definitely leave behind, the person that you are leaving behind, you're leaving behind an individual that makes you question yourself and where you are at this point in time in your life. So this could be someone who is actively trying to do things to sabotage your life. Like, this is someone who will do the weirdest things, like the most random and weirdest things that have you questioning and ruminating about their behavior. Or you would be thinking, what's going on in their mind that would make them treat me this way? It's just like you're trying to figure out this person's behavior. You're trying to figure out the method to their madness. And it's just putting you in a space to where you're dealing with a great sense of anxiety or even paranoia with this person being in your life. I think that this individual, because they're able to do something that will, like, piss you off and have you thinking about it and ruminating about it, it's like they're a threat to your personal power. They're a threat to the next level or the next steps that you have to take. I feel like when you deal with this person and experience just the obsession, or like just the obsessive thoughts, or just consistently thinking about maybe the last interaction that you had, or they said something to you and it pissed you off, or they did something to you, it's like you continue to keep thinking about that. It takes your mind off of what's next for you, and it kind of makes you feel as though you're not solid or you're not stable. So, like, it makes you feel as though the next step forward for you is a bit shaky, or you're on, shaky ground. I also feel like this is someone that you have to walk on eggshells around as well. You have to walk on eggshells. Oh yeah, here's I just turned the card over and here's the 9 of Swords. So this is someone that you have to walk on eggshells around, I believe. And this is also a relationship that keeps you feeling like very stuck and limited. Like, it seems like this is a close connection to you. Okay, like, I'm going to get some more information about the relationship itself, but it seems like this is a close connection to you because they have the ability to determine your, I want to say, your outlook. They have the ability to determine your mood, even if it's for the day. They have the ability to just make you question a lot of things, because I feel like you are someone right now who wants a lot out of life. I think that you are someone who also has the ability to give love, and that's something that you want to do. You're not that type of individual who just wants to take from others. You actually want to show others love. You want to be there for people. You want to support people. And I think that this relationship destabilizes you. It puts you in a place to where you're kind of acting outside of the norm of who you actually truly are. So you can't be yourself with this person. You feel like you can't show the best parts of yourself. Like you can't just be bright and confident around this person. So when this individual comes around you, you might shut down. It's like you emotionally shut down. You're not as talkative. You're not as in your elements. I just heard Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick. So it seems like when this person come around, they kill your vibe. Like they'll take you from being very happy and enthusiastic, and in one interaction and encounter with them, now you're pissed. Now you're mad. Now you're anxious. You know, for some of you all, this could be a family member here as well. But even here with the Four of Pentacles, you know, this is a relationship like that you are, in a sense, it's like you're holding on to, and you're trying to not create any types of waves that could further jeopardize the connection between you and this person. And I feel like the individual you're asking about, they already rocked the boat so much. They rocked the boat so much. So at a certain point in time, you have to put yourself first and realize that rock the boat. You know, if this person is over here causing discord in your life and it's not putting you in a good place, then why do you still have to honor that connection that you have to them? So some of these people on your mind could be like parents, you know. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you like, oh, estrange yourself from your parent. That's completely up to you with however you want to do whatever you want to do. But I just feel like you should consider how this individual's behavior is making you feel. It's taking you out of your element. And the thing about you is like you are thinking of different ways to, I want to say, maintain this connection. And I think that because you're still considering ways to maintain the connection, or you're still considering, you know, what you can do to change your behavior, and what you're doing is mature, you know, you're understanding that you can't change another person. You're considering, okay, what can I do? And I just feel like even though that's a mature way of thinking, where you're thinking about, okay, how can I take accountability, or how can I take responsibility for my behavior, because this relationship is a two-way street. So how can I focus on what I'm doing? I get it. It's very mature, but that way of thinking towards this individual is keeping you stuck in a connection that is less than. It's keeping you stuck in a connection. It's keeping you stuck experiencing these same emotions and feelings that I just heard heightened, that just give you a heightened sense of just anxiety. So I get how you're thinking, and I applaud you for being very mature in that way. But I also feel as though it keeps you stuck, you know, like you're still holding on to this connection with this person. You might find that there was some sense of empowerment from having this person around. I mean, if this is a parent, I can get it, because, you know, most people don't have their parents around. So you might feel like, okay, well, at least, you know, my parent is around. At least this person's around. You know, if it's not a parent, then there's still some type of importance that you all are thinking about, or at least it's in the back of your mind. Like, oh, this is an important relationship. Let me hold on to it. So it'll be different for everyone. But yeah, it's just, if it's like you're experiencing all of this crap from dealing with this individual, and they put you in a bad, you know, in a negative mental headspace, then the only decision for you would be to let it go. But like I said, I can't tell you what to do. But we have here with the Five of Swords, yeah, this individual that you are leaving behind in 2024, okay? This person is very much a person that focuses a lot on conflict, okay? I think that you've had your back and forth with this individual, and it has a lot to do with communication. So there could have been some harsh words going back and forth, or you just know, like, deep down that, like, wow, this person really doesn't like me, or this person really doesn't care about me. Like, I think that's something that's going on deep down inside. I think this is something that you're understanding is, like, as nurturing and as giving as you can be. It's like this person is not going to reciprocate that energy towards you. This individual is not focused on truly loving you, I think, for who you are. And that's why I feel as though their place in your life stifles you, or it, in a sense, represses you, or you repress yourself when they're around. You repress yourself when they're around. But yeah, this is someone who I just don't think that they even want to see you at your best. It's like they go to great lengths to do things to upset you or to say things to upset you. And they haven't yet understood in their mind that if they truly loved you, then they wouldn't be treating you like this. So I think that's a harsh truth and reality that you're experiencing with this person. Like, you're coming to the conclusion of understanding that, like, wow, this individual really does not unconditionally love me. Because if they unconditionally love me, they wouldn't be, saying things to me or treating me in a specific way that takes me out of my Queen of Wands energy, or it affects my magician energy, it affects my power, or it affects my stability, it affects, just your vibe. And I think that you are someone who doesn't get too emotionally overstraught. That's the thing I want to say. Like, you're someone who will have a good balance of your emotional energy, or you know how to harness it correctly. Like, you're not someone who's just going to be reacting and just fighting and doing a whole bunch of stuff. You're someone who seems to be a bit much more calm, calm, reassured. You're a bit together. You're not someone who is just emotionally unstable. You can be very emotionally stoic at times. I think it even shows on your face that you can be very emotionally stoic. So it's something that you're understanding and realizing. It's like, this person is getting me out of my element, and it's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. So yeah, this person that you are leaving behind, they're just someone who, it's just too much conflict here. I think there's a lot of water beneath the bridge between you and this individual. And it seems as though, even though you're holding on to this connection, it's still a close connection to you. You still have not yet released it. There's still a air of, something that you deserve in return. So I just feel like you've done a lot, you've done enough, and you still holding on to this connection is still a lot. This individual owes you something. They owe you love, like they owe you an apology. They owe you for they need to ask for your forgiveness. That's number one, okay? So they need to ask your forgiveness, and they also need to not see you as an enemy. It's like this person sees you as an enemy. This is someone who sees you as, like, they either have to conquer you, or if you conquer them, then it happens. Like, they just looking at you as though this is like a battle of the wills, or some type of war. So I just think they do a lot of out of pocket things. They do a lot of crazy things to destabilize you so that you're not in your full power. That's just how I feel. you know, that's how I feel. And we have here with the Six of Wands, yeah, it could be several different things. You all at this point in time in your life, even in the Queen of Wands energy, I can see how you would be getting more attention. So something that you're working on, this could have to do with other people, something you're providing to other people, some type of service that you're providing. Even with the Seven of Pentacles, I mean, as far as with your material abundance, it's like you're currently working on it, you're investing in it, you're putting a lot of time and attention into it. Two of Wands, some of y'all could be considering leaving your immediate area, going out into the world. You're doing a lot of planning, figuring out what the next steps are for you. This could have to do with you building your own life, or building your business or your enterprise. Like, you have some good things that you can be focused on at this point in time, and you're creating an impact on the greater community here as well. So with the Six of Wands, this can mean, of course, you experiencing success and victory with your endeavors. You're a very smart person. Like, you're very intellectual. You really are. I think you have a lot of stuff going on. What I heard was like you're a mover and shaker. So you're a mover and shaker. You create waves in other areas of your life. But for some reason with this relationship, it's like you don't want to create waves. You don't want to go against the grain here. So it's just like you're kind of just accepting things. But you can't, because this person is always going against the grain with you. They always going against the grain with you. They're always doing something out of pocket, and it's actually annoying and frustrating because you don't have to be in despair. But it's like this person wants you to be in despair, but you don't have to be. But yeah, also here with the Six of Wands, this can also be why, this person is trying to make you feel bad about yourself or get you out of your element, is because, like, even here with the Five of Swords, they're a very competitive person and they just want to win. So is this a hater? Potentially. Is this a hater? Potentially. Like, potentially, but this is like a close connection to you. So that's what that is. Yeah, this person doesn't want to see you win. They don't want to see you, reach your potential. They don't want to even see you receive love from other people. This person wants you to think that you are unlovable or that you don't deserve love. You don't deserve, people to be there for you, or that you don't deserve supporters. Like, they just want you to feel that you are unloved. We have here with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you all are going to get what you want. I see that this is a big financial goal for you that you are working on. So you're going to get what you want. Like, you're going to do it. Like, you're going to have the finances, you're going to have the resources, and you're even going to be in a position to make a greater impact on the community, because you do what you can with what you have. Like, you are someone who is of service. So you could be doing community service, just giving your time. I saw the Hierophant when I was shuffling. You could be teaching people, mentoring people, you know, just, doing things like that. Just being a humanitarian, okay? Giving back. So, yeah, this person doesn't want you to experience what you are on the way to experiencing. So it seems as though they want to block or stop you, but they are blocking and stopping and trying to halt your progress through making you feel bad and upset. This could even be someone who will do things so that you are sleep deprived. They'll go back and forth with you and fight with you so that you don't show up, so that you don't go to work the next day because you're so tired, or so that you can't be there for your other obligations, the other things that you have going on. Even here with the Three of Swords, like, this person wants you to feel pain, and they want you to be distraught. They want you to not only experience mental health issues, but also emotional issues as well that affect your well-being, that affect you being able to show up as confident as you are. Because in order to accomplish the goals that you want, in order to, receive the type of money that you want, in order for those things to happen, you have to be confident. You have to be bold. You have to be willing to take steps. You have to be willing to be stubborn at times, to not look at your life circumstances, to not look at the situations, but to focus on the goals and your desired outcomes. Sometimes you got to be like that. Like, when you're accomplishing something, some of y'all have the goal to move. It's like you want to get out into the world. You want to experience the world. You're putting in the time. It's slow, but you're putting in the time and energy to get the result that you want. So it's like, it seems like this person wants to affect your journey. They want to affect your path. They want to affect your path. But like I said, you have to be stubborn at times to just say, like, look, I'm not going to let another person affect me. I'm not going to let this problem or issue or this potential pitfall affect me. I have to keep going. So, yeah. This individual, I feel like, there's a lot of words and things that go back and forth. They could even be trying to telepathically communicate with you. So that's something you could also be very tapped into, okay? is telepathic communications. So even if this individual is not saying anything to you, because I feel like this person gives you the cold shoulder and they ignore you. So it's like even when they do things like this to you, you still feel it on an instinctual level or on an energetic level. You still feel it. We have here with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone who I feel like, as far as when it comes to love, they've abandoned this a long time ago. Okay, they've abandoned you a long time ago. So it's a connection that you are still holding on to, but you don't have to, because this person has already abandoned you. They've abandoned you with the way that they treat you, with the things that they say to you, with the absence of love here, with the fact that they could, legitimately be doing things on purpose to hurt you. So they've abandoned this connection a long time ago. Yeah, when I split the deck here, I even see with the Hermit, oftentimes with the Hermit, and just in the case of like this reading, it's just like a ghosting. Like they just remove themselves. So I don't know what the, I don't know what the, I don't know what it is that you are too cautious about doing. There's something about this connection that has put you in the headspace of like, oh, I can't do this. I can't, maybe call them out or let them go, or I can't fight them. Like, is there something here that's putting you in that space of there's nothing that I can do about this? You feel like there's nothing that you can do. But I think that there's a lot you can do. I think that you can start by just releasing it. I think you can do that. Just release it. But here we have the Devil here. So there's just some type of attachment here to this person. And honestly, it's an unhealthy attachment, but it could just be an attachment that is beyond your control. It's beyond your control. So that's why I'm just picking up like maybe this is a familial attachment, a familiar attachment. It's like it's beyond your control because you're biologically, related to this person. It's beyond your control. But yeah, the connection just doesn't make you feel empowered. It doesn't make you feel empowered. It it leaves you feeling confused. It leaves you feeling bad about yourself. It leaves you feeling paranoid. It leaves you feeling limited and stuck. And you have a lot of great things that you need to be focused on. You have great things that you can look forward to. And it does not have to, it does not have to extend to this person. So yeah, there's just a lot of like shame and guilt that you're feeling like, and I just want you to feel how you feel, like feel how you feel and honor your feelings. Don't have to feel shame and guilt about it. And you also don't have to be afraid to create waves or to do what is best for you. You don't have to be afraid to do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to a divine feminine oracle as far as who you are leaving behind. Like why are you leaving them behind? So we have here inspiring others, of course, but I picked that up from you anyway. I picked that up that, you are validated amongst the community of people. Like there are people that believe you are special and that you are unique. This could be within your work life, but I also feel like it's within service to the community. Some of y'all can be teachers, you can be mentors. It's just there's something that you know how to do and you're giving that skill or service to other people. So we have here inspiring others. Yeah, you know, you have to be in the best energy, the highest vibrational energy to even be in a position to lead and inspire other people. Like, I get it, we can have a bad day here or there, we can have a bad moment here or there, but there's a greater impact that you're making, and it requires you to have to be at your best, pretty much is what I'm saying. Like, you have to be at your best. So we have here with silver platter as well. Yeah, I think that this individual that that you are leaving behind in 2024 tends to get a lot of things for free. They get a lot of things for free. And I think that this is someone who their behavior is always being enabled. Okay. They're always getting something for nothing without putting in the adequate work, without doing anything. So this is just someone who isn't really used to working for much. They're just used to taking. So they could be very manipulative in that way. Like they're going to find a way to manipulate you so they can take from you. This could even be someone who has stolen. There's no lengths that they're not willing to go to make sure that their need is met. So that's pretty much what's going on here. So yeah, that's why you're leaving behind this person. It's like they always take. And that's probably where the codependency is coming from as well. So it's like you and this individual, you're in a very codependent relationship with them, where they can be the individuals that are always taking, and you could either be giving to them or giving through a way of just enabling their behavior and not addressing it. But like I said, it's just the refusal. It's not even a refusal to say something or to shift the connection. I just think for you, it's like a risk. Like you're trying to be very cautious the way you go about it, so that's kind of what I'm picking up here. It's like you're trying to be very, very, very cautious. So same vices came up within a reverse. Yeah, I think that there's not even just like the fact that there is no compatibility between the both of you, but I just think that the lengths to what this person is willing to go and the things that you have seen them do, you just realize that like, no, I can't be around you. Like you're like, no, I can't be around you. Like this person has like bad behavior that you just cannot agree with. So oftentimes when same vices come up, it just means that, okay, you have your way about you and they have their way about them, and it can be very similar. But I think that this person's bad behavior is just like, it's not something that you're willing to accept. It's not something that you can understand at this point in time. So it's like, if you can't understand why they're acting in a certain way, like you just can't accept it pretty much. So I want to say that they're out of pocket. This person is moving mad. They do a lot of crazy things and you just cannot identify with it. You can't identify with it. It doesn't make sense to you. This is a very limited person. They're not really future forward. They're a very present based type of individual. And there's nothing wrong with being present based. But I feel like with the Five of Swords, it's more so like present based. And I just got to live for today. I got to get what I need to get today. That type of thing. This is a day by day type of individual. And when it comes to relationships, they act like that also. They're very day by day. They don't see that relationships are a continuum and that what you do will affect the connection over time. Like some people are just like that. They're just day by day type of people. It is what it is. So let's go ahead and move on to the energy oracle. So we have here envy. Yeah, this is why you're leaving them behind. Like I said, I was like, I'm picking up hater. And it's definitely the case here with envy. It's not like this person doesn't have anything at all. It's not like their needs aren't met. Mind you, they're going to make sure that their needs are met at any given point and period in time. Even if somebody else has to lose, if someone else has to be shorted, if someone else has to have less resources because this person felt like they needed to take more, that's what they do. So, and they're also enabled anyway. So they're comfortable. They have what they have, but they feel like what you're doing is better. Where you're going is better. The fact that you are known in a community or you're supporting others, even with the Six of Wands, y'all could be known on social media, or you can get a lot of attention on social media for what you're doing, for your impact, for your intellect, for your business ideas, your creative ideas. Like you're known. Okay, you're picking up traction. And this individual is upset because of that. They're mad. It seems like you all have been making certain choices and decisions that are helping you get further in life. And this person is not doing that. Okay, they're not. They're just concerned with taking, and taking. They're very toxic. So it's like it's a little, it's touchy. Like this relationship is touchy. You know, it's touchy for you. It's very touchy. Even though it's toxic, it's a very touchy relationship for you, but it's still toxic. But yeah, this person is jealous of you. They're putting a lot into what you have, what you're building up for yourself. And the crazy thing is like the more that they think about what you're doing, it's like the more that you're going to end up receiving, because they're manifesting this outcome for you as well, as you having more and you having better. So you're manifesting it in your own ways, through your own power. You're trying your best. You're focusing on your thoughts, your ideas, your affirmations. You're trying to do something with your ideas. You're structuring them. You're building a foundation of your life in general. It's like, this person is not spending the same time doing that. They're doing something else. They're getting their needs met in other ways that work for them, but it doesn't work for a healthy connection. But yeah, they're manifesting this outcome for you as well. Like the more jealousy, envy, and hate that they put into this, and they're trying to block and stop you. Okay, so the more that they try to block and stop and make you feel bad about yourself, so you're not confident, is the more that you are just going to end up receiving anyway at the end of the day. When I split the deck here, I see blossoming abundance. That's what I'm saying. Like things are coming together for you. Things are coming together for you. It's happening slowly, but I believe that you can feel the changes that you are experiencing in your life, even though it's happening slowly. So let's get some energy from the dark mirror. The dark mirror oracle. So we have here anger in chains. This individual that is present here in this reading that you need to let go of, this is someone who, they're just a very angry person. They're very angry. And I think that the anger they experience is more so of a byproduct of just how stuck and limited and restricted that their life is. Even here with the devil, it just takes me back to like this individual, in a sense, being bound. I think that this person is really bound to the lack of progress in their life, because it seems like you're doing a lot and they're hating on you. So it's like they're bound by their lack of progress. They're bound by how they get their needs met. They're just bound to a lot of bad behavior, the words they say, how they move in life. And deep down inside, this person just wants to be free. Okay, they just want to be free, but I feel like they don't necessarily know how to free themselves. They don't know how to get themselves unstuck. They don't understand how to really release themselves from the bad situation that they are experiencing in life. So instead of focusing more so on what they can do for themselves, they direct all of their energy out towards other people, commenting on other people, trying to block and stop other people's opportunities, or just being really mischievous. I think this person can be very mischievous and manipulative as well. So it's like they'll exercise that type of behavior. They just have a lot of chaos and stuff that's going on within them. So if they don't love themselves enough to sort through the chaos and to figure this out, then I just see them continuing to display more of that unloving energy towards you. And it's kind of like a misery loves company type thing where they feel stuck. So I'm going to try to knock you down so that you feel that's the same way that I feel as well. We also have here envious gluttony. Envious gluttony. This person could also be very jealous because you tend to display a lot of your loving and supportive efforts to other people. It's not to say that you never gave to this person at all, but I do think that you are focused on, just enriching yourself and enriching a particular community that you're a part of. So this individual is kind of pissed about that as well. It's like you're not giving to them, or you're not sharing your energy with them. Like I said, when they come around, you tend to shut down. So they might think that you're being fake, like, oh, you can be so sunny and bright with other people, but when I come around, it's like that's when you want to start being moody, and that's when you don't want to be yourself. Like, so they feel like you kind of being fake too. But I feel like what you're doing is you're just trying to like preserve your energy. It's coming more so from a place of like self-preservation and understanding that you cannot show up for this person like how you show up in other areas of your life. You can't, because they make you feel bad about yourself. But yeah, here with envious gluttony, this is pretty much also describing this individual's bad behavior as well. I see them as being a very greedy person. And I think that nothing's ever really enough. And then we have envy coming back up here again. So nothing is ever really enough. I think that this is one of those people that are just going to continuously be stuck in life and then get mad at other people for their progression in life, but then still turn around and need help from these people. And then they get help, and then it's like, oh, but nothing's ever enough. So there's really nothing you could do to help this person. It's really nothing that you can do. They seem to be very lazy and unmotivated. And when I see this card, I just thought malnourished. So even though they are getting their needs met from others, even though they have their own process and way that they go about getting their needs met, they're still getting their needs met. So even with that happening, it's like it's still not enough. I think this person is always trying to satiate the beast that is inside of them, okay? Or the beast that they are, but they're just never satisfied. And they're just becoming, I wanted to say a terrible person, but it's just like, when someone is an ugly person on the inside, and then eventually over time, that ugliness on the inside starts to manifest its way on the outside. So they start looking ugly or they start looking crazy, or they start, I don't know. It just seems as though everything that is on the inside is making its way on the outside. So there could be something here going on with their physical appearance as well. It's like they're just looking worse and worse and worse and worse. That's something that's coming up here. But yeah, this individual is just a very angry person, and anger can be a very powerful emotion. Like, I use anger positively. Okay, I be getting a lot of stuff done when I'm angry and pissed. But yeah, anger can be a very positive emotion, but I feel like this person has nowhere to direct that anger as far as in a positive way. So they just end up directing it really negatively. But the anger is a byproduct of them not feeling free in life, or them not feeling like they have more control over their life, or feeling like their life circumstances aren't restricting them. This person has a victim mentality and mindset. Okay, they're very much a victim. They blame others for why their life isn't progressing. They blame other people or external circumstances and situations. That's just what they do. Let's move on to the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Like, okay, so let's say you decide to leave this person in 2024. Okay, like let's say that you decide to leave this individual in 2024. With this deck, I'm basically trying to see, like, what is the good to come from that. Like, basically I'm saying, like, what will you be experiencing? What is the point of all of this? I hope that makes sense. What is like the positive implication of, this person leaving? We have here the gathering, community, kinship, and companionship. You deserve better relationships in your life, okay? You deserve better relationships. I feel like you all are creating better relationships, but even here we have kinship. So I think this is a family member to you. Community, yeah, like you've you've had an intimate connection with this person. But yeah, you can have better relationships in your life is pretty much what Spirit is trying to say. Like, you will have the opportunity to connect with other people on your vibration, okay, on your high vibe. You'll be able to be happy around others. You'll find more peace with others that are like-minded, people that you're actually compatible with. So this is definitely why you should leave this person behind in 2024. There are better relationships out here waiting for you. There are people that are ready to support you just like you support them. There are people that are ready to celebrate you and your accomplishments and everything that you have done. You essentially deserve to be in connections that are supported by the universe, like connections that are there to help you to continue healing, and just connections to where you can actually commune with, these other people in just a healthy way. So, yeah, I mean, you just have to do the best thing for you. Okay. I can't tell you, you know, don't leave this person behind, because that's the whole point of the reading is like, who are you leaving behind in 2024? But I guess it's just up to you as far as like when you're going to do it or if you're going to do it. I don't really try to tell y'all what to do. I just try to give you the information so you can make the best decision for you, for yourself. So I'm going to leave this right here. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pile two people, if you chose the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition Tarot deck with the Amethyst Crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give a special welcome back and shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers, and just continuing to thank y'all for being so amazing, lovely, and beautiful. I appreciate all of your engagement, and I look forward to continuing to post even more readings that you all enjoy. So definitely stay tuned for that, and do not hesitate to drop your reading requests in the comment section below. But yes, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. And also make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. That there's a lot of information there, so definitely click around and get nosy. Okay, that is highly encouraged. And there's also information if you would like to support this channel through donations. But if you're not able to donate, then the best thing that you can do is to subscribe and also to engage. So that's liking, even commenting to share which pile you chose, or even if you would like to share the videos, then you can do that as well. So I would say consider subscribing, because it's a win-win for the both of us. It's free for you, but it helps to push my videos even further into the algorithm. So consider that. If you know you have been here for a while, definitely consider subscribing. So yes, my pile two people, the question that we're asking Spirit today is, who are you leaving behind in 2024? Who is getting left in 2024? In addition to the Ethereal Visions tarot deck, I also have like 4 other oracle decks that I'm going to be using for some more information. I feel like the person that you are leaving behind in 2024, you really don't even have a good relationship with them at all. And there may actually be no relationship between you and this person. So this is kind of like a energetic thing, an energetic connection. We also have here with the 8 of Swords, get some more information about you. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. We also have the 9 of Wands. We also have the Two of Swords here. So I feel like right now in life, you are dealing with a lot. Okay, like you're dealing with a lot of things going on right now in your life. You're dealing with potential like instability, even with your finances. You could be dealing with just a boredom or apathy towards life. You could be dealing with trust issues right now, where you just went through a hard period and a challenging time within your life, and you're looking forward, but you still have some reservations about you. There still are some boundaries that you are exercising to protect yourself from further hurts or from further pain or further trauma. It's interesting. I think that you all want more in life right now. It's like you just want more adventure. You're tired of things being like Groundhog Day, where it's kind of like every day is the same thing. It's monotonous. It's the same over and over and over and over again. I think that you all have a desire to just be out in the world, or you have a desire to be seen. You know, you have a desire to be known. It's not to say that you all want to be famous, but it can just be seen and known sometimes even within your own community. Or you just want to know that someone sees you, someone accepts you, or someone is attending to you. That type of thing as well. So it could be on, multiple different levels. But I just feel like in general, you want to get out into the world. You want to explore the world. You want to explore things that you are passionate about. I think that you all could be dealing with a lack of resources here. So your lack of resources kind of keeps you stuck. It keeps you bound. It keeps you like where you are. And it just makes you feel like disempowered, or it even puts you in like a potential like victim mindset, to where you just feel like maybe there's nothing that you can do. But you all are highly energetic people, and it's so sad that you all could be experiencing like just not being at your best, maybe even creatively, or like I said, it's like you could be engaging in like monotonous tasks, like every day you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. Some of you all could even be like in school right now. You could be in a school program or even just a trade program. So it's not like you're not doing things to help advance your financial situation, but it could be that things are you've just started this program, or things are just kind of getting started. So you're kind of trying to brace yourself for your long journey ahead. You're trying to brace yourself. So you're at the beginning of a new journey and a kind of like a new cycle in your life, and you're trying to clean up everything from the previous cycle within your life. You're trying to clean it up, and you want to get on better ground, or you want to have stable footing. So, yeah, trying to get on higher ground. Even here with the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've dealt with some type of suffering, and you feel like, okay, I'm at a somewhat better place, but you don't yet have what it is that what you want. Okay. You don't yet have what it is that you want. You still kind of struggle with that. Maybe even in which direction to take your life. You still kind of struggle. So you may not know what life is unfolding, or what life has for you. Like, still kind of struggling, still trying to figure it out, still trying to figure out, what you can potentially succeed in, still having doubts or even questions about your success, about your achievement, even about how others might receive you. So there's a lot of uncertainty here. There's some uncertainty here with you, but you're at the beginning of a new cycle. You're in a new place in your journey. So you just need time to figure it out, is what I'll say. You need time to figure it out, but you're not stuck. So you don't have to think that way. I would say maybe take a second to do like a vision board, or just take a second to open up your mind, or think about the possibilities of what you could do if your resources were not an option, or if money wasn't a problem. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. It's like, if money isn't an issue or wasn't an issue in your life, what would you do? So give yourself the time to imagine the possibilities. Put yourself in like the Seven of Cups type of energy. Okay, like let me imagine, let me dream, let me lean into the what ifs, but in a positive way, in a positive way. So even here with the Seven of Wands, all right, the person that you need to let go of, okay, the person that you're leaving behind, this is someone that talks too much, okay? This could be someone who gossips. They're gossiping. This could be someone that has an inside view of actually what is going on with you. So if you're having money issues, housing instability, just material instability in general, this is someone who has an inside view and they're talking about it. On the outside looking in, you may not seem like you are someone who is dealing with these issues, okay? On the outside looking in, it's like people may see you as, oh, you got it together, like you're someone who has it together. You don't wear your struggle on your face. When someone first meets you, they're not going to automatically think like, oh, you're struggling. In a way, it's kind of like a fake it till you make it type of thing, In a way, it's like a fake it till you make it. So you might be doing that. But anyway, yeah, this person that you're leaving behind, they talk too much. Okay, this is someone who is a threat to your future because they're talking a lot about this. I think that they tend to smear your name with other people, like telling them about your circumstance or just how bad your situation is. That's something that they're doing. This person is talking about the moves. They're talking about the moves that you're making in life. So if you all are in school or you're taking a particular, creative course of action, or you're picking up some type of hobby, or you're working at some particular job, it's like this person is telling others that like, oh, what they're doing isn't enough. It's not enough. Like they're too delusional, or they're in denial. They focused on the wrong things, like the job they're working at isn't giving them enough money. Maybe the particular trade that you're picking up or the career that you're picking up, like they're projecting like, oh, it's not going to help their money issues, it's not going to solve them. So this person is very much talking about where you are at this point in life, and you're not at rock bottom. Okay, you're not at rock bottom, but you are rebuilding. So you previously experienced rock bottom. Okay, even here with this Nine of Wands, okay, we know you've experienced some trauma, some hurt that threatened your survival. So you could pretty much be operating in survival mode, but you're not at rock bottom. You're really not at rock bottom. We have here with the Knight of Pentacles, you're trying to get stuff together, okay? It's slow, but just when I see Knight of Pentacles, it makes me think slow and steady wins the race. This is another indicator as well that, you could be in a school program, or maybe even started a new job, or you're just taking a new course of action. This could even be with your business, like whatever you're doing, you're literally taking the action steps that are needed, but you haven't yet experienced the full payoff. So, life can be monotonous. You're doing the same things over and over again, but it's not to say that you're not committed. Okay, that's why you keep showing up. That's why life feels like it's monotonous. You're doing the same stuff, even though there's something within you that craves adventure, it craves diversity, it craves uniqueness. But yeah, this person is definitely talking about how you spend your time, your energy investment, what you're doing. That's what they're talking about. And what I can see is like, from what I can see is like, okay, you're doing the right thing because you have to address this insecurity that you feel. So you're doing the right thing here. We even have here with the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is a new thing for you. You're doing new things in your life. I also heard big, big, big things. So these new things that you're doing, keep putting the time and energy investment into it, and it will grow. So you're passionate. Okay, you're passionate about something new. You may see your life in a new way. You might have a new vision for your life. You're inspired by something new, and it's like, this is what this person is talking about as well. The crazy thing is you actually are determined enough to do something about this intense, passionate moment that you're feeling. Like when you feel a fire in your belly, you actually do have the capability to take action steps towards it or to figure it out. It's just the fact that it's very slow. And then often at times it's like, it could seem like it's so slow that it's non-existent. Like things are not happening. So that's pretty much what this person is talking about. Like things aren't happening in your life. Things aren't changing. You know, you're still in the same position. You know, you have a lack of life direction. You don't know what to do. You know, they could say that you're very temperamental as well. I wanted to say kind of like defensive. Yeah, like you're defensive about what you have going on. You know, you're very moody. They feel like they can't address this with you because you might fly off the handle. They don't know. They're also talking about, I mean, you're brave and you're courageous as well, but they just feel like whatever you're doing is, it doesn't make sense for you to do it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. That's just pretty much what they're trying to say. Like, you don't know how to direct your energy. You don't know how to be consistent. Yeah, they just talking mad stuff about your life circumstance and situation and where you're at. And I mean, this could be something that confuses you as well. This could be something that's really confusing because you're trying to do what you can, but at the same time, this person's, I want to say, like, fears or things that they are projecting onto you that may not 100% be true. It's like these things that they're projecting onto you put you in a headspace to where you feel like, okay, maybe I should just yield. You know, maybe I should just yield. Maybe I should just give up on what I'm doing. You know, maybe I should just yield and take the safe route, or listen to this person and do what they're trying to tell me to do. So you're trying to exercise a sense of control over your life. Now, this person that is talking about you, they may feel as though they need to take control over your life. It seems like they're trying to, like, stir you in a particular, or guide you in a particular direction. So they may feel as though, oh, they have to be the person that takes control over your life. They may feel like that, but it's not the case. I mean, you're going to have your own sense of free will and control over your life. You know, it may just seem that because you're in a vulnerable position right now, that they're trying to, like, kick you while you're down. So, yeah, it just seems like they're trying to kick you while you're down. But I mean, I think something that this individual has to understand is that your life is moving on your own timetable. Okay. Your life is moving on your own timetable. The decisions that you make, the journey that you decide to take, like, all of those things are your own. And it's not for them to try to dictate, to try to guide, to try to tell you that what you're doing isn't right. I think that you should keep doing what you're doing, because you are going to receive some type of opportunity that is going to help you feel a lot much more stable. This is like receiving some type of blessing from the universe, you know? So you don't have to allow this person's opinions of you to dictate your next actions and to dictate your next moves. You have to lean on to what your intuition is telling you, and you have to lean on to how you feel. Like, I get that things could be very monotonous and that you could be very bored and your energy is stirring you someplace else, but it's like you have to, that's for you to decide. You know, that's for, well, I want to say, like, for you to decide, but it's for you to experience. You know, it's for you to experience. That's your experience. I don't think it's for this individual to comment and to talk about you to other people. And, you know, it's not really for them to do that. It just seems like this person you need to leave behind doesn't have a good understanding of just what is personally going on with you. They just kind of think that their perception, their perspective is right. So this could be someone who is trying to, like, force you to do something, you know, more traditional, something that's more conventional, something that society will accept. And maybe you're deciding that the conventional and isn't for you. You know, you're deciding that you want to be different. You want to step outside the box. You don't want to do what everybody else is doing. But yeah, this individual in your life could be a male figure, you know, someone who is in like an advising type of position. So, you know, this could be someone who has a law background, someone who could be a judge, you know, like an advisor, that type of thing, that type of energy, someone who I mean, they are intelligent and they do have some experience when it comes to life. But I think that this individual is trying to control or dictate your life too much. Like they're becoming too involved to where it's like their viewpoints and what they think you should do is coming off as like controlling. It's coming off as, no, you need to do what I'm telling you to do because this is the right thing for you. But is it, is it? It's like your life is your life. So it's coming off as like things are so unpredictable for you that this person does not believe that you would be okay, or they don't believe that you will find stability or that your financial situation will change. This person also doesn't believe that, especially if this is you starting a program, school program, a trade, if this is you starting a new business, they just feel like it won't be successful, or they feel like it won't go to the next level, or you won't do what you need to do to bring this idea forth or to graduate this program. They're just coming for you. They're coming for you. They really are coming for you. Like they really have their own way of thinking, and I guess they expect that their way must be right. Okay? Like, oh, I know better. That type of thing. Or I'm wise. I've been here. I've had more life experience. Or I know this is the right thing to do. It's like that's the type of thing. So in a way, it's like all of this advising that they're trying to do, or just talking to other people and smearing your name behind your back. It's like all of these things that they're doing is just like a subconscious fear that, you know, you won't be able to succeed or progress. But I don't think that's the case. And I feel like all of this talking that they're doing is it's starting to pose them as being an opposition to you. So now you're starting to understand that like this person isn't on my side. I can't trust this person. They don't really believe in what I want to do, or they're not really supporting me. Like, so it's kind of like making them opposition. Like, so pretty much this is someone who is making themselves into just that person that is not going to support you and what you want to do. So this is something you have to think about. Like, is this connection important, or do I need support? Like, is this person showing me love through support, or are they just trying to tell me what to do and to dictate my life and to control my life and to guide my life? Like, what is that? So yeah, them being in opposition is getting in the way of you being able to succeed and accomplish and grow. You know, they're getting in the way of it. It's like they're trying to impose upon your free will and even upon your ability to manifest the reality, or to manifest the desired outcomes that you really truly want. I think that you're still figuring it out. And I feel like it's okay, because when you're in survival mode, or when you hit rock bottom, like you can only rebuild yourself in steps. It's like Rome wasn't built in the day, it still took time. So you're going to get there. I think that you are going to grow. I think you're going to go to the next level. You're definitely leveling up. And I also think that you are going to receive some financial, I wanted to say abundance, but you definitely are going to be receiving a leg up of support that'll help you to power through this particular cycle of your life. Like, you are going to be provided for. So just remain strong. You're definitely going to be provided for. But yeah, this connection, like I said, I feel like this is a connection that has already, in a sense, ended. So I just think this could be an energetic thing going on. Like, you may telepathically pick up that, like, oh, this person isn't happy with your life decisions. Or you can even telepathically pick up that, they've been talking about you, or other people have things to say. You know how sometimes you just feel like someone is talking about you? Like, you can feel it. And it's like, I can't even explain that. But if y'all know what I'm saying, like, let me know in the comment section. You just can feel when someone is talking about you, or you can feel when someone is disapproving of your actions in life or the things you want to do. You can just feel it. So let's move on to a Divine Feminine Oracle. Like, why are you leaving this person behind? Yeah, we have here love loss. Love lost. Like I said, this is a connection that's over. This is a connection that's over. I think this individual that's in your life, like they made themselves to be like a voice of reason, like, or they always knew what was right, you know, they made themselves to be like that. So this could have been like a mentor, a teacher, or something like that. Someone that you just went to for advice, someone you went to for guidance. But I don't know, like you are someone who has a lot of passion within you. You're led by what you want to do, you're led by desire, you're led by your heart. It's like this person, they're not really like that. They're someone who's like guided by their intellect and by their thoughts, you know, their rational mind. That's that type of person. They're very head over heart, where you're more so of like a heart over head. Well, sometimes your head does get in the way, like as far as like you feeling stuck or feeling like you're limited. So sometimes that does get in the way, but at the core of who you are, you're a very passionate person. Like you're very much led by your heart. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a Leo. It's like you're that type of person for real, that can get out in the world and do what you need to do. Like you feel so passionate about just getting out and being more than who you are. Wanting to experience more in life than what you're experiencing. Like you're so passionate about that. So you should give yourself the ability to do that. Get out of your head and give yourself the chance. But yeah, this is why you gotta leave it behind. Love lost. Like the connection, like I said, is ended. And we have relationship. Yeah, like this is why you gotta leave them behind, because you need to clean up, you know, and pick up the pieces. Pretty much that's what you need to do. So yeah, and I feel like this is more so like an energetic thing that's going on. So this could be you deciding to like cut those cords of attachment, deciding to lovingly let this person go, or just like having to reprogram and rewire your brain, and to more so like reprogram your mind to be attuned to what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts? What are your wants? As opposed to considering this outside person or outside people in general. Because you battle a lot with that. It's like, what do you want? But what did this person tell me? So you can't allow this person's words or their way of being to stick. You can't allow it to stick. Now it's time for you to clean up that additional residue, so you're not still behaving in certain ways that are not in accordance to like what you think and what you want, but what someone else wants for you. You could be operating and just moving through life based off of someone else's fears. These could be fears that they're projecting onto you. So you're considering others' fears. Like consider what you want. Because already you have to go against what you fear already, on the inside. Like internally, you have to go against what you fear. So you can't go against what you fear, go against what someone else fears. Like it's just too much. It's like it's time for you to refocus back on yourself. Like everything that they told you, it's time for you to let it go. Like clean it up. Yeah. And then we have here control. Like you have to let this person go so you can focus on your own free will, like what you want to do, because it's like they're controlling you. This like reminds me of The Sims, and in The Sims, it's like you can play where you have to control every single action that your sim has, or you can just kind of let them go. It seems like this person has been trying to make you a simulated player where they have to control you. They have to maybe even manipulate you or tell you to go here or go there. Like, and what they need to do is release the reins of control on your life and allow you to just live. So, you have to live. You have to live for yourself. You have to live for yourself. I just think it comes down to you like reprogramming your mind. Like I said, it's kind of like changing the radio station. Instead of like having the radio station on the frequency of their fear, is like now it's time for you to change the frequency and focus more so on your desires and wants, and not being so hard on yourself, understanding that you may not have the resources right now, but you can still do what you can with what you have. It's all about getting into that magician energy of being resourceful. Like, what do I have immediately in front of me, and what can I do with it to create change? So it's a process. That's all I can say. It's a process and you're trying. So let's move on to the energy oracle. We have here patience. Yeah, you need time. You literally need time. And it seems like this person is trying to be so rushy and forceful and trying to control and dictate your life because they feel like you have to address these issues head on that are happening right now in your life. And it's not to say that you're not addressing the issues, you're just doing it in your time. You're focusing on what you want to focus on and you're taking baby steps. But along the way, you're becoming a lot much more skilled. You're becoming a lot much more capable. You're depending on yourself. I feel like more so than, you know, what you're doing when it comes to like other people, is like you're focusing more so on building a sense of trust within yourself because you've been at the low. So we need to be able to sit back and say to ourselves like, okay, like, do we have what it takes to pull ourselves, you know, up out of this situation? Like, you're building a sense of trust with yourself and dependability that you can address these issues that you're experiencing in your life and that you can make a change. You know, that's what you're trying to do. You're questioning yourself like, okay, self, can we do this? Like, self, are you ready? This is a journey. Self, are we going to be resilient? Are we going to be perseverant? Are we going to keep moving? So you're trying to build trust within yourself. And if you spend a lot of time listening to outside intervention or what other people have to say and projecting their fears, it's not going to help you trust yourself. It's only going to keep you in this Two of Swords energy of questioning and hesitating and should I do this or should I do that? Like, it's just too confusing. Like, why are we doing that? So yeah, you got to leave this person behind because they're not giving you the time to get it together. They're being very like critical about it. And you need time. You need the patience to do what you need to do. We also have here with second chakra, Archangel Ariel within the reverse. You pretty much have to let this person go because they're going to stifle and block your creativity. Okay? They're going to stifle and block it. So y'all already don't like things being monotonous. You don't like things being in Groundhog Day, you know, where it's just the same thing over and over and over again. If you allow this person to control your life, you're going to be in that same energy because you're going to be doing something that's meaningless to you. You're going to be engaging in things that are just a means to an end. You want a means to an end, but I also feel like you're passionate about a lot of different things. So that's what you're focusing on right now. You're putting the work and the action steps into what you envisioned for yourself, okay? So I just feel like if you allow them to control you, then things are going to continue to be kind of like monotonous and meaningless. But yeah, pretty much this individual's presence in your life is just going to continue to block your creativity. It's going to continue to put you in a place or keep you in this Eight of Swords to where, you know, you're feeling like there's fears that you're experiencing and even self-limitations. And that's just not fair. You know, like that's not fair. I think that your heart should be in whatever it is that you do. And you have the opportunity, as everyone does, to go pursue what they want out of life. So why can't you do it? You know, why do they have to be the ones to dictate your behavior? So that's pretty much what it is. You know, they're not giving you the patience to get it together, and they're also stifling and blocking your creativity. They're trying to keep you in some type of, I want to say like comfort zone, but they just don't want you to go out into the world and explore. And you should have the right to do that. It's like they just don't want you to explore. They don't want you to be out in the world, you know? But yeah, I think this is also the type of person that likes to make everything a catastrophe. Like if it is outside of the bounds of their control or what they think is right, then they think it's going to end in chaos and devastation. And I just feel like they need to take a step back, release the reins, and just allow you to navigate and live your life. It's like everyone should have the opportunity to do that. You shouldn't be controlled at a certain point in time of your life. Like it's on you, you know? So let's get something from the Dark Mirror Oracle now. We have perchance to dream. We have perchance to dream. And you know what? That's the problem. That's the problem with the person on your mind. I think this is someone who has always done things that are conventional. Like this is someone who has just worked the job because that's just what they feel like they need to do. Okay. And no one's saying there's anything wrong with that. It's like, okay, your bills could be paid, but you're not satisfied with life. You know what I'm saying? So this has always been someone who, it's been difficult for them to even lean into what they're actually truly passionate about. Like even here, this person probably never really truly as an adult, okay, in their adult life have experienced this Ace of Wands moment to where they just get this sudden urge to do something, you know? This is a very controlled individual. So yeah, you got to kind of let them go because like I said, they could stifle your dreams or any, opportunities or possibilities that you could be like even imagining and thinking about. This is the type of person where you cannot tell them what you want to do in life because they're going to rain on your parade or they're going to piss in your Cheerios, so you can't really tell them what you have going on because all they're going to do is go back and talk about it to other people. That's all they're gonna do. And they're gonna make it seem like you are stupid or you're naive or you don't know. That's all they're gonna do. So this is the type of person where it's like you can't talk to them about dreams and goals and aspirations because they don't allow themselves to dream. They don't give themselves the second to do that. This is also someone who probably doesn't even get a lot of sleep in general. They just have to be up, like controlling everything. To go to sleep would be them giving up control of their day. That type of energy. Yo, that's so funny. And we also have here artificial heart. We have here artificial heart. So this may be someone who isn't really in touch with their emotions. They're not in touch with their heart space. They're not in touch with their like actual true desires. I mean, when it comes down to that, it's like they're inauthentic when it comes down to that aspect of it, not being in touch with your desires or in touch with your heart. This is the type of person who finds a lot of solace and rest in just being rational. When they're rational, it gives them kind of like an illusion of control. But yeah, this is just an individual who I feel like just doesn't allow themselves to lean into happiness. They feel like anything unconventional could be a potential risk, and even risking failure, risking devastation. Like I told you, this is someone who, if it's outside of the realms of their control, is chaos, is conflict, and is catastrophe. And I just think that's not a good way to really think. But yeah, they don't allow themselves to express and experience their emotions fully. So I don't know. I don't think you can really listen to this type of person. Like I said, this isn't the one that you can talk to about your dreams, your goals, your hopes for the future. You can't. They're not going to be able to identify that because they've somehow shut off and compartmentalized their dreams, their hopes for the future, their desires, their wants. Like they've shut it off. So they already traded it. They shut that off and they traded it for a life of, I guess I want to say, stability, predictability, control. So let's go ahead and move on to the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Essentially, with this deck, I basically want to just ask, like, I guess what is the result or what you can look forward to as you're leaving this person behind? Ultimately, why is it important for you to leave this person behind? But at the end of the day, it's like you all have your own sense of free will, and I'm just here giving you the information. But, you can act on the information or not. It's really up to you. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, so you all have number 12, The Secret of Camelot. So when I look at this, on this card, it says the authority of spirit. I feel like because you've been in such a controlled situation You know, like someone else has been controlling you or trying to tell you what to do or guiding your decisions, and they're not necessarily guiding your decisions, I feel like, in a positive way. Like, you know, they have a lot to say, their intervention really isn't needed. It This is a good energy for you because it lets you know that, like, you have the authority within you and that you don't necessarily need to ask for permission. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to lean on someone's intervention or guidance when, you know, this person may not even really be connected to spirit or connected to their intuition. It's kind of like you're giving yourself the power to step into your own authority or into your own authenticity, or just understanding what is true to you. You're building up your character and you're building up your own sense of integrity. You just are understanding that, like, even though where you are could be a bit confusing, it could be a bit a lot, you know, you are figuring it out. And every step of the way in your journey, you are going to receive understanding and things are essentially going to make sense. You just have to continue on with your path, essentially. Continue on with your path. Continue on with doing what you feel like is best for you to do. And in the end, it's like, even with you all being able to succeed, experiencing that moment of success with the Ace of Pentacles, with the world, you know, the world is successfully wrapping up that cycle. You know, it's a milestone, you know, and you also will be receiving the rewards for your hard work, for your dedicated effort, being in the Knight of Pentacles energy, for being disciplined, you know, for trying to structure yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is a hard worker. So it's like you all are putting in hard work, you know. So it's like through the success and the achievement of your hard work finally paying off for you, in a sense, you can show this person that it's not just about the rational. It's not just about the logical. It's not just about being conventional. It's also about following your heart and being unconventional, but still finding success. So you're just showing this person that there's another way, you know, that their way isn't the only way. So this is why it's important for you to leave this person behind. You need the time, the space, the energy. You need the creativity. You don't need the control. You need freedom. And pretty much when you accomplish your goal, you'll be able to teach this person, like, there's another way to do life. Okay. There's another way to do life. And I have successfully shown and proven through my journey that there is another way. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I mean, maybe you could teach this person something. Okay, so keep doing you, right? I definitely hope that you all appreciated this reading. I hope it resonated and I hope it made sense. Definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. All right, my pile 3 people, if you chose the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck with the Pyrite Crystal, then I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But of course, if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I would like to give you all a special welcome back. Shout out to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I just want to continue to express my gratitude and my love and appreciation for everything that you all do as far as engaging with me and engaging with my channel. I'm looking forward to posting even more readings that you all enjoy. And I'm just looking forward to being able to support y'all in the best ways in which I can. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time, energy, and your attention. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. And there's a lot of information there, so just click around, get nosy. And there's also information as far as if you would like to support this channel through donations. But if you're not able to do that, then the best thing that you can do is to subscribe. And you can even like, you can comment and share which pile you chose, or you can even share the videos if you would like to. So I would definitely say subscribe, because it's free for you, but it also helps to push my channel and my videos even further into the algorithm so that we can grow this space. So yeah, pile 3, let's go ahead and get started. The question that we're asking Spirit today is, who are you leaving behind in 2024? Okay, who is getting left in 2024. In addition to the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot deck, I also have 4 other Oracle decks that I'm going to be using for some more information. So let's get started. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands. We also have the Nymph of Pentacles. Okay, that is the Page of Pentacles. That is the Page of Pentacles. We also have here on the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. We also have here the 10 of Swords. We also have the Monarch. The Monarch is the Emperor. And then we also have the Warrior of Cups. That's actually the Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay, so and I also have here the Star. All right, so let's talk about you. Let's talk about you right now in life. Let's talk about you. So I think that this connection that you have to this person is, I want to say that it's kind of wrapping up anyway. Like, I wanted to say like, oh, it's pretty much over. But I think that you may still be holding on to your connection between you and this person. But I do think that it's already over. So this could also be one of those energetic piles where, you know, this individual isn't necessarily physically present in your life. But as far as them energetically, their energy could still be very present. Like, you still feel it very strongly. Because it just lets me know, like, even with the Star and with the 3 of Wands, that there is some distance here. So, you know, you and this individual may not live in the same community. Y'all might not even live in close proximity to each other. You know, some of y'all could live in different countries, different states, different cities, you know, so you don't even live in close proximity to this person. So it's kind of like even the distance aspect of it is, I want to say the distance aspect of it is kind of leading to the conclusion of like, okay, this is over. You know, maybe this isn't someone you should focus on. You're not even in the same place. You know, it's like you're not even in the same community, but that's just another, that's another thought. That's another thought. But at this point in time in your life, I think that you are trying to go in a different direction. I think that you are trying to open yourself up to the possibilities of others. You know, if this is, of course, love, it's like you're opening yourself up to the possibilities of maybe other people that you could potentially date, you know, or other experiences that you could potentially have, you know, other places that you can express or show your love or show your interest. That's pretty much what you're focusing on at this point in time, is trying to start over and think about the possibilities, giving yourself the chance to imagine what is next, you know, what is the best course of action for you or where you should invest. You know, that's pretty much what you're trying to do at this point in time. You're also trying to change your mindset. You know, if this is a connection that has already ended, it's like you're trying to change your mindset, and you're trying to understand how you can better structure your life or structure your energy in a certain way to where you are, of course, not overwhelmed, or you aren't at a point of rock bottom or you aren't at a point of just extreme depression and you can't see your way out of it. So through this situation in this relationship you've experienced with this person, there could have been some betrayal and hurt here, you know, some betrayal here. And you could have been at the lowest of lows. So at this point in time in your life, it's like your whole intention for why you are starting over is because you want to have your life in your hands. It's like you want to be able to dominate your life. You want to be able to control your life. You want to be able to have a better sense of control over yourself. It's kind of like the energy of you being able to master yourself. It's like knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, it's like you know the weak parts of yourself, or you know the inadequate parts of yourself. You're doing your best to try to like strengthen your weaknesses so that you can move forward. But I do think that this situation that you've experienced, this relationship, is like a good learning lesson for you. And I feel like it is helping you to transform. It's helping you to just become more of a powerful person, you know, becoming more of a powerful individual. I just think that that's what's going on. Being able to mature and just stepping into your power, like knowing better and choosing to do better. So you're developing a pretty good sense of self. Let's say that, you know, in your identity. That's where you're at this point in time in your life. And you're focused on what else is out there for you. You know, what else is out there? You know, what could you potentially choose that would allow you to receive the most out of life? You know, what could you potentially choose that would allow you to receive the most emotional fulfillment and peace and harmony? What could you choose that is best for you and is in alignment with you? You know, so if this was definitely a relationship, like as far as like a love relationship, I'm gonna get some more information. This is about you understanding that like this circumstance and situation doesn't necessarily have to break you. Like there are other options out there for you. You just have to see yourself as someone who is worthy and someone who is deserving of the new. Okay. So yeah, I can see that, you know, you expected a lot out of this connection with this individual. I'm gonna get more information about them. You expected a lot out of it. You put a lot of positive intentions into it. You know, and I'm not mad. It's like when you do something, you should expect the best. You know, when you do something, you should hope for the best. You should want the best outcomes. But it seems like what you wanted, it just never, that wasn't the result. Okay, having the best with this person, expanding, having maybe a long-term connection with this person, growing with this person, thinking about the long term with this individual, is like it didn't work out. What you wanted just did not work out for you. So now you're deciding, you know what, I can drop this and I can focus on the new. I don't have to stay in this place if I'm not getting what I want, or if what I wanted just never happened. It just happens like that, right? Sometimes we just experience failure. Like we put a lot of positive hope and faith into something and it doesn't happen. It doesn't come true. So that tends to happen. Now we have here the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords. We have that here. Okay. So the person that you are thinking about, okay, the person you have to leave behind, they don't want the same things that you want. Okay, they don't want the same things that you want, but this person is too passive aggressive, and they're passive aggressive because they would rather navigate and move how they want to without you knowing about it, just so that they can avoid a potential confrontation. So this is the type of individual that's going to make whatever moves that they want to make in life, and they don't want to have to answer to it. They don't want to have to answer any questions. They don't want, you know, anybody to say anything. And that's just what it is. Okay, so they do a lot of things in secret. They can be very like strategic in that way, just kind of making moves behind the scenes, just so, like I said, you don't have to say anything, just so they don't have to experience a confrontation. They don't have to experience any potential argument. So yeah, they're very passive aggressive. Like they don't have the ability to like be assertive about what they want and to say that that's what they want, to communicate it and to act in that way. This is kind of like someone who, it's not like they could potentially lie, but it's more so like lying as far as like omitting information, not being 100% forthcoming. So even with the Seven of Swords here and the Ten of Swords, you could have experienced a betrayal from this individual. You could have experienced a betrayal that just kind of shuts everything down. It shut everything down. But here we have the Five of Pentacles here as well. Yeah, there's already been some type of abandonment and estrangement of this connection, whether it's this person that has abandoned it and you have abandoned it as well, because you're realizing that you have to go in a new direction. So this could just be like a mutual, we abandoned this connection, we mutually decided to do that. So it's best for you to, leave this individual behind and move forward, because I think it's within your like habitual pattern or behavior to like help things grow, or to want to be focused on just the lovely aspects of things, or just even being really receptive and submissive to this person. This is someone that you probably actually wanted to please this person. You wanted to please them, you wanted to help them, you wanted to just create just nice vibes. Like, this is like someone I feel like you were very receptive to, and even like, I know submissive is like, people don't like using that word, but yeah, it's like you were just submissive to this person, but I also think this is you naturally. So, when you were with them, you were in your little feminine energy and vibes, and just, what I heard was being cute and cuddly. Being cute and cuddly. Not saying you were being a doormat, but I definitely feel like, it was good energy being around you. It was really good energy. And that's just what you provided to this relationship, or you provided to this connection. But now the change is that you have to pretty much step into your masculine energy and move forward. Okay. That's pretty much the change that's going on after the breakdown of this connection, after the breakdown of this relationship. But yeah, it's important for you to leave this behind, because it's like you are naturally disposed to want to grow and only provide the best for a connection or for a relationship. And it's like, if this individual doesn't really have much that they could give, or the situation is over and it's abandoned, it's like you would kind of be putting a lot of the pressure on yourself to carry this connection. You would be putting a lot of pressure on yourself to, progress this connection, to move it forward, because that's originally what you were expecting. You were expecting something long term out of this, and you were putting in a lot of like positive hope and intentions for it to be like something great and amazing. But it's like, you would be the primary person that is driving and controlling the connection, or trying to push it forward and to move it forward. And it's like, for real, I don't think that this is really what this person wants. This individual on your mind, I don't even think it's what they want inherently. I think this person wants to do what they want to do. And I also feel like they don't really have, much to give you at this point in time in their life. Like they don't have much to give you, you know, so they have to navigate life how they feel like they need to navigate to get their needs met. So this is someone who would be taking as opposed to giving back to you. And you have the capability to give, and to give unconditionally. There's no limit to your giving. So it's kind of setting you up for like just not a really good dynamic. Okay. And that's why I think this thing had to end. It was just setting you up for something that wasn't healthy, to where you could potentially be victimized by this person, because they're focused so much on, their own pursuits, what they want to do, moving in maybe particularly shady ways, and just not, I think they move this way, like I said, in the Seven of Swords energy, because they don't want there to be a confrontation or argument. They don't want to have to explain anything. They don't want to have to be expected, okay? They don't want to have the responsibility of answering to someone and having to clear something up. It's like they don't want that responsibility. They don't want to do that. So I think that's why they move in that Seven of Swords energy. It's very covert, and it's like it's just kind of, it's not even just like it's covert, but I also think it's very cowardly. I think it's very cowardly because confrontations happen and you're going to have to face them head on. And if they were strong enough to do that, then they wouldn't be passive aggressive in their ways. But anyway, yeah, we even have here with the Four of Cups. So you and this individual just don't want the same things. You may have wanted something long term. This person is someone who just experiences internal dissatisfaction with life, okay? Regardless of what they have, they feel, just very dissatisfied. So you may have wanted something long term, but this person is dissatisfied. So they may not even have the ability to see things long term because they're so focused on what they don't have in the present. It's like this person also overlooking you and even taking you for granted. That's why you got to leave. That's why you got to leave them in 2024, because they're taking the connection for granted and they're just not being grateful. They're not being grateful. They have you there. They would be holding on to you. But as far as them doing anything with you, as far as them thinking about the long term, as far as them reciprocating maybe the energy that you feel like you deserve for them to reciprocate, it's like they don't have the ability to do that. With the Five of Pentacles, it's like they don't have much. They don't have much, and they definitely do not have an ability to give. Yeah, it's like you gotta leave because they left. There's no reason for you to sit and stay, but you're also leaving anyway. So it's just an energetic thing. Maybe you want to check and see, like, okay, what is this person up to? Like, what do they have going on? And it's like, there's nothing really much going on in this person's life. Like, there's really nothing much. There's nothing exciting that's going on. It's nothing like with the Seven of Pentacles, like, they're not investing. They're not even investing within the connection between you and them. And that's probably the reason as to why it ended. It's just, like I said, it's like a lack of effort, like minimal effort, not being able to match your energy. So that's why you would have to leave. It's an imbalance of give and take. There's an imbalance of the effort that you're putting into the situation. You're putting effort in, they're not. You're hoping for the best, they're not. They're dissatisfied with life. They can't even understand what the best is. Like, so it just seemed like you have to let them go because there's some type of incompatibility here between the both of you. This individual could be very selfish right now. They're being very stingy. They're holding on to what they can, especially with the Five of Pentacles. If this individual is experiencing money issues, it's like they're not trying to make any risky investments at this point in time. They got to hold on to what they have out of fear of potential loss. For some of y'all, this individual you're asking about is like, it's no lengths to what they're willing to do for money. And not to say that, oh, this person is going to go sell drugs or, something else along the lines for money. But it's just like, this is someone who may not even be tapped into what their passions are. So they're just kind of doing something monotonous, something ordinary for money, because it works and it pays the bills. So yeah, I mean, you should definitely leave this person behind because they're not able to give you anything. They're being very cautious. They're being really withholding with themselves. They may not even really be able to properly invest and give this connection the time that it needs to succeed. But I think you already know this. I feel like you already know this because we have the Ten of Swords here. You know, and just even with the Five of Swords, you know, you had a conversation with this person. Like y'all already had that confrontational moment, you know. You had the confrontational moment with them. That's why I'm saying they trying to avert the confrontation and avert disaster, but it's gonna happen. So it's like you've had this confrontational moment, you know, with them, where even here in the justice energy, it's like you received, even if it wasn't them being 100% honest and integritous with you, it's like you received the information that you needed to move on. So you already know what it is with this person. You already know the truth. You've had the conversation with them. They are gonna hold on to their way, okay? Like they're holding on to their way, they're holding on to their opinions, they're holding on to their thoughts about the connection or even about themselves and what they plan to do. They're holding on to it. So you got the clarity that you needed. You got the information that you needed. Like, I don't think that there are any unanswered questions for you when it comes to this individual. I just think it just might be an energetic thing that's going on. It might be an energetic thing, but you receive the truth. You receive the information you need. Like, there actually is a nice balance right now. Like, it's not like you're over giving anymore. You know, you pulling back, you're going in a different direction. So things have kind of balanced back out. The scales between you and this individual have balanced back out. I just think that you're looking back on them. You're looking back on this situation. So, you know, still thinking about it, or the situation is still in your energy. It's like you're still thinking about it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to a Divine Feminine Oracle. All right, so you all have the here and now. Yeah, this is definitely why you should leave this person behind, the here and now, because what's happening now in the present moment? Okay, what is happening now in the present moment? In the present moment, you know, the person on your mind is dealing with some financial issues. They are moving shady. They're moving however they want to move in life. They're dealing with the boredom and apathy towards life anyway. It affects their ability to invest in what they want to do. And I think, you know, this makes them question if they even want to invest in this connection with you. Like, it makes them question. So I think that they're putting their own personal life first, and that is completely okay. That is completely okay, you know? And then you're also putting yourself first. You're realizing that there's other areas in your life in which you can invest in. There's other areas in your life that require your energy, and you're giving yourself the ability to do that. But like I said, there's also other individuals that you could potentially date. Okay, there's other options out here. There's other people that are interested in showing you love. Okay, so that's there as well. But yeah, like, this is pretty much all about you thinking about what is going on right now in the present moment between you and this person. If there's discord in the connection broke down, there's no connection here, then, you know, you have to take the time to resolve within yourself what needs to happen so that you can energetically continue to keep moving forward. So we also have here love lost. Love lost came out. Yeah, that's just kind of confirming that Ten of Swords. And it's crazy because you probably still thinking about the last interaction that y'all had, like the last argument, the last thing that happened. Like, you still thinking about it. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you like, oh, just get over it. But, you know, you experienced what you needed to. I think that things are a little more like calm now between you and this person. You know, maybe some of y'all even had to separate from this person legally, you know. So that could have even been like a divorce, or even if you had to get a restraining order from this person, because the Five of Swords is a very challenging type of energy here. Okay, it's very challenging. You know, it can move from verbal to potential physical, you know. So there's that as well. But yeah, the love loss is just let us know, like, this is also why you can move forward, because the connection broke down. And then we also have here future forward, but within the reverse. This is also kind of like making me think of, you know, also just thinking about the present moment and not projecting anything out into the future. Because I know that you had a lot of positive expectations that you projected out. Like, you wanted things to progress, you wanted things to expand and be a lot much more long term. You wanted things to end positively. And, you know, that just wasn't possible. So this is all about you. And I can understand why you're thinking about these things from the past, because this energy here is very like present and past focus. It's not like moving into the future, you know. Even, you know, the reading as far as like who are you leaving behind, this is about the past, right? Because this person will be the past. I feel like they already are the past, but energetically may not, you know. Energetically they're still here. But yeah, like, it's just kind of putting it in your mind that, like, okay, the past is the past and you're moving forward. So you might as well move forward and, you know, drop this additional baggage, which could be in the form of the thoughts, you know, or ruminating about what happened, you know. So yeah, it's just time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move forward and just unbind yourself from this connection. Just let it go. All right, let's move on to the energy oracle. Let's see what we can get from here as far as why are you leaving them behind. Yeah, we have attachment within a reverse, and then we also have anxiety. Yeah, I literally was just like, you need to unbind yourself from this person. So yeah, I mean, you're a different person at this point in time in your life. You're different. You're exuding a more action-based, action-oriented, solution-based type of energy right now. Like, that's what you're doing towards like your life and moving forward and deciding to, you know, just go fly in a different place. Like, that's just what you're deciding to do. You're deciding to go be you somewhere else. And it's like this individual is no longer in alignment with just even the person that you are, because since the change happened, you know, you both have went in your separate directions. So essentially, yeah, it's best for you to let this go so that you can release any attachments of codependencies, or you could release any bondages that kept you tied down to this person. It's all about releasing yourself and getting real with yourself as well. You know, maybe thinking about areas in which we may have been like deceiving ourselves. I mean, this person can kind of be a bit deceptive. So it's like when you're hanging around deceptive people, it's like the energy kind of, you know, it can get projected onto you. So it's all about you also understanding like that in a way, you showing up and trying to grow and nurture a connection with someone like this is kind of bringing out some form of emotional unavailability within you. It's like, even if this person is long distance, it's like, I mean, people, they date long distance all the time, but I'm just saying within the distance there's a certain level of unavailability that you are comfortable with, because this person is literally not within the same proximity as you. So you just had to address your emotional availability to this person's emotional unavailability, because if you were going to be continuously giving to them and not receiving anything back in return, then you're also exhibiting emotional unavailability towards yourself. Like, why are you showing up so much for this person, but not doing it for yourself? Don't you understand that you can be loved somewhere else? Don't you understand that you have more options for support and for love in other places? So Yeah. You have to release this anxiety, and it's important that you let them go as well, because you are always going to be experiencing some type of anxiety about this person's behaviors and what they're doing. What are they doing in secret? Why are they not appreciating you? Why are they taking you for granted? Why are they being selfish? Why are they not giving anything back? Why does it seem like they always have one foot in and one foot out? You could have been dealing with someone where they always had one foot in and one foot out. You can never really trust it. They were ready to leave, ready to abandon you, ready to go about their business. So you are going to be experiencing too much anxiety in your relationship with this person. Too much anxiety just to receive some form of reciprocation from the effort that you are putting in. It's too much. It really is too much. So let's go ahead and move on to the Dark Mirror Oracle. Let's go ahead and move on to the Dark Mirror Oracle to get some more information as to why you should leave them behind in 2024. Why you should. Okay, so we have Masquerade. Okay, this person could be a bit arrogant. They could be a bit arrogant here for no reason. For no reason, because it seems like they're dealing with a lot of instability. So, I can understand why they're trying to be protective over this, but there's an arrogance here that this person exhibits. This could also be like just one of those people that are here today and gone tomorrow. It's like they're fleeting. So I feel like this connection was fleeting. You look for something more so long term, but this is more so of like a short term person. Like, if it benefits me, then I'll do it, until things change, and then maybe it won't benefit me at that time, and then I'll leave. So this is just one of those people who I just feel like they don't even really care. You can care to build an attachment or some type of relationship and connection with them, but they're so like present based that they can't even say, what will happen tomorrow, or what their intentions are with you. They can't even say it, because I just don't think that that's where their mental headspace is at this point in time. So even here with Masquerade, it's just this person being under the guise of something, So maybe showing themselves to be one way, but then of course behind the scenes in the Seven of Swords, they're doing something completely different. Like I said, passive aggressive. And it's like this person is too cowardly to just be themselves. Just be yourself. Instead, it's like they're just they're just moving crazy. They're moving mad. And you may not even really trust them because you don't even really know them. It's like you don't understand where their morality lies. You don't understand if they're ethical. You're not getting it. It's like, where does your morality lie? Like, where does your integrity lie? Like, what is your sense of morals? Like, what is that? So it's just too many things to question with this person, because they're just really like a present based type of individual. So where do their morals lie? Maybe their morals and their behaviors change depending on what circumstance or situation they find themselves in. I'm the type of person where you'll know me so well that regardless of what the circumstance and situation is, you're going to know what I'm going to do. This is that type of person where you never will feel like you're going to know them well, because they're going to surprise you. You would think, oh, this is how they're going to act in that situation, but they end up doing something completely different. So it's too unpredictable with this individual. Like, how they move is too unpredictable. We also have here peaceful among thorns. Peaceful among thorns. Yeah, this is another reason why, you gotta leave this person in 2024, because things can be so problematic and this person will just sit there. They will just sit there. Like, chaos will be going on. The house will be burning down. stuff is happening outside. It's a lot going on. And it's like this person will just sit. So, I mean, in your connection, there could have been a lot of things that happened. Even within this confrontation that you had that led to the breakdown of the connection. It's like this person didn't move. They weren't flexible. They didn't compromise with you. They just sat there. Like how they felt is how they felt. What they were doing is what they were doing. And they were going to sit in it and they were going to be comfortable in it. And that's just that. Like, you know, so I hope you didn't really react too much, but it's like this person's demeanor of just being an immovable object would cause someone who maybe wants compromise or wants a different outcome, that would cause that person to maybe potentially throw a temper tantrum or to get really emotionally upset. So that's why I'm saying I hope you didn't do that, because it's just their demeanor and even their face, you know, their face, their affect, which would make you, you know, start to get annoyed and irritated because there's a lot going on and you're not addressing nothing of it at all, you know. So you just gotta let them go, because it's like they're not gonna address it. They rather not address it. They rather avoid conflicts. When a conflict happens, it's like they're just gonna sit there because they already know in their head and in their heart what they're gonna do. They already know what they're gonna do. So I feel like all that was left was you, of course, getting the picture, getting the clue, and deciding to move on. That's just what happened. You got the clue. So, okay, I'm going to move on to the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. And pretty much what I'm going to get from this deck is why it is ultimately important for you to leave this person behind in 2024. Okay, why is it ultimately important? Like, what is this going to do for you? And then we also have here the pathway. And in the pathway, it says direction, purpose, and change. I really love this energy for you because I feel like you all are going in a different direction anyway. And oftentimes with the pathway, it is symbolic. Well, what I want to say is that the pathway is symbolized by butterflies. Okay, because it symbolizes, you know, the path that you have to walk through, the journey that you have to take for this transformation to happen. So, you know, this is actually a good thing for you being able to move on, because it'll help to change your, of course, your life trajectory. You can change directions. You can switch lanes. You can also focus on other things that you want to manifest or bring into your life. You know, other things that require your dedication, you know, other things that require your emotion, or even, like I said, the potential for other opportunities through relationships that you can invest in, pretty much. Yeah, it's just like every step that you do take on your purpose, on your path, is like every step that you take is just going to help you with the idea of self-love. You know, instead of giving and nurturing this connection with this particular person, you're able to just give all of that energy to you, to yourself. You can keep it to yourself and fulfill yourself and what you want next in your life. You can give justice to yourself, because it seems like, you know, this was an unfair situation. Like I said, there wasn't an even balance of give and take. There wasn't mutual reciprocity. And, you know, you can pretty much withhold that energy from them as they're withholding their energy from you, and focus it on yourself. So just keep going, you know, keep going, keep taking steps and moving forward. And I feel like the way will be clear to you very soon. It's more so kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel. You're still kind of traveling, but if you're traveling in a tunnel, don't stop, because you're just kind of like standing in the dark at that point. So you might as well keep going. You might as well keep going. But yeah, I'm going to leave it right there, pile 3. I definitely hope that I was able to help you. I hope that this reading resonated. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam.